Welcome back, Kindred of the Valley. It is I, your roaming reporter, Black Thistle, here with another installment of the Night Watch Report. A lot has happened in the Silicon Valley by night. A scarred Vannevar Thomas called together an assemblage of notable kindred from all over the Bay, and not long after its opening ceremonies was it broken up by some combination of lupine and human agencies. Within no time, a small band of Neonites were tasked by Angel and Carlos to revisit the scene for more clues. But at the site, the team got in quite the scuffle with a second Inquisition operative, which only leads them to many more questions. But if you ask me, the main question that still needs to be answered is what in the name of Cain is Vannevar thinking? So, as we get underway, stay dead, stay satiated, and a good evening to you all. This has been your Night Watch Report with Black Thistle, signing out.
And I was muted, so I just flailed pointlessly. So great, hi.
Who do
My
you
name
think
is this woman who keeps yelling at me in my house.
Is your mic on? If that's what I keep yelling, is your mic on?
For more of that, join us in a couple weeks for the Dysoning Atarix crew. But she's not here right now. Hi, I'm Tony. I go by @hat or @hatter on the places on the internet. It's in Leet, don't worry about it. Thank you. Welcome to the Dysoning Silicon Valley by Night, a game about vampires and the mortals that love them, or something like that. These are the blood points of our lives. So, right now, I'm going to ask these wonderful people to introduce themselves and who they are portraying this evening. I'm going to go in order of boxes I see. So let's start with the gentleman in flannel. Who are you and what are you doing? Yes.
I'm Casey. I go by Hair. I'm piloting C.
Excellent. And then let me go ahead and set a running order so I can continue to focus on getting my head into frame. Next, let's go ahead and run through. The person with the 2020 shirt, go next. And then from there, let's go to, I don't know. Let's go in order of pinkness. I think that will be spoilers. Lynn, Kate, Lisa.
Lynn.
Yeah.
Elisa.
I trust you, even if I shouldn't. Go.
Well, my name's Yev. I'll be playing Jeff. I at YevP on all of the things, everywhere, at YevP. Like and subscribe. Smash that follow button.
Okay. On that note, I'm Lynn. I am Legs McCoy or Sailor Trash Face pretty much everywhere. I'm going to be playing Lotty. That's it.
I guess I'm next. I think that's what's happening. I am Caitlin. I am at a theater file on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, and I am going to be playing Charlie.
Hi, I'm Elisa. I'm Miss Elisa Face on most of the things, and I will be playing Lady Gwenlian.
I am Lisa. I go by That's Miss Elisa on Instagrams and went to my head as Electric Door a couple of weeks. I'm playing as Glenlian.
Oh, great. That was all of you. Okay, so...
That's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, and I will not pronounce it correctly.
No,
not if I can help it.
So,
So yes, quick shout out to YevPs everywhere on the internet, as well as Nomad and Doomsayer, who's up in the chat, keeping an eye on things. I also have a chat open, but we'll likely miss it if you say hi. And yeah, so we're gonna get into our evening of the Silicon Valley by Night. Preceding this, you may have heard a certain underground podcast that's been circulating, giving you an up-to-date situation for what's going on. Last we left our bloodsuckers, they were in the middle of detaining a government operative that apparently had some sort of history with Lady Gwenlian. Let's go to the scene now. What do you do with this hostage?
well, after subduing him, I tied him up. And we're gonna wake him up and interrogate him for a while.
Yeah. I guess I'm a little dirty, huh? I should probably brush that off.
Well, some of you were stabbed by your cohorts, as well as rolled around on the ground. I think one of you punched a truck, something like that.
I fell a few times. I remember that.
Yes.
Well, I shot a truck twice, and I was hanging off a truck for quite some time.
That's probably what it was.
I was able to rip the person out of them, tumble around. And then they wouldn't stop fighting, so eventually I just had to crack their skull.
You're mostly getting stabbed in the truck. So, a lot of running, a little winded. Right, wind.
Go outside.
Yeah. C was inside, right?
Yeah, I was throwing rocks at him.
And currently I'm going to go outside and visit my police buddies and get handcuffs from one of them and get one to the car to me. And come back.
So Z wanders out to Derek and Jay, the two cops outside, and they're like, "Oh hey, everyone all right? That looked a little rough."
Everything seems to be under control right now. Thought I need your help.
Yeah, sure. What? How?
Follow me.
Okay. And they wander after you.
Get to the car. Not you, just you. So you know what.
Derek gets in the car with you.
And then look into my eyes.
Oh,
It's over there.
what?
Behind me, I'm just going to be sucking on your neck for a second.
He's confused and then aroused, and that's kind of how that goes.
Sounds good. And once we're done, you remember nothing.
He's like, why? How would I ever forget? What?
Yeah.
Um,
And then I asked him for his handcuffs and then come back.
so I'm guessing you top off so that you're down to one hunger. All right. Yeah, he looks really tired, and he's like, "Sure, man, I got you. Yeah."
You might want to have some orange juice. I'll be back.
That does sound good. Yeah.
Here's Oreos.
Oh, what an idea. Joe is just gonna have juice boxes in his trunk from now on. What a great idea. Phenomenal.
So while you all sort of stand around looking at this body that's still breathing, as well as the ID, and I don't remember how much of the revelation Lady Gwenlian had that she shared with the others, but Z saunters back in looking fresh and revived with swinging a pair of handcuffs on his finger.
You might need these.
Alright, so know has nothing to do with this. This is pretty surprising.
Wait, the kid has nothing to do with this, or the dad has nothing to do with this because he's here?
Well, I didn't really know the dad. I knew the kid, but the kid, seemed pretty, wasn't, in the no, not that I knew.
What are you talking about?
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't in the know a month ago.
Yeah,
And
so
now you feel.
Wasn't in the know.
he wasn't in the know, No, you know the know. You know the know, and he didn't know the know.
Inner thing, Ridiculous.
Z, can I borrow the cuffs?
Indeed, and throw them over to her, whether or not she catches them.
I'd say there's enough dexterity there that she, I don't know.
I flip the guy onto his stomach, and then I cut his hands behind him, and then I flip him back over, and try to sit him up, and... Oh, how are we gonna wake him up?
Oh,
We lost it.
oh,
Oh no.
oh.
Right. Spitting.
It was a short journey.
Okay.
That was crazy. I apologize.
It's okay. It just makes me freak out because then I got to check badges and try and swap over which frame. But no,
Yes, you do.
we're good. It came back exactly where it was. All right. Anyway, yeah, the whole time, Niels is just sort of like observing, checking in. Are you going to try and wake this guy up, or are you just going to let him sit there?
Does anyone want some water, or...
I have a knife.
I can
Oh,
pick them.
that reminds me. I did pull out one of the knives of Yet that I took, just walk over and poking some with it. Not softly.
Oh, wait. That knife looks familiar.
Oh, you poke the agent in the foot with the knife?
Yeah.
All right.
Get that knife.
So you don't get much of a reaction out of him. There's like a instinctual twitch, and then you're like, oh great, now there's blood all over the knife and the shoes. Okay. You don't think it's helping him.
His son's name is Craig. Just for that knowledge, it might, can do some, intimidation tactics, being like, we
Well,
know
that's
it's
great.
Craig.
Can't intimidate them. Tell them to talk.
Yeah.
Or listen.
Intimidating unconscious people.
Yeah.
Can anybody go into dreams?
Anna pulls her hand back and just backhands the front face.
All right.
I would have to dodge.
That's Jenny.
Wait, are you backhanding C or the guy?
The guy.
Oh.
I was like, I will dodge.
No. I might be pulled upon, but I'm not ready to start turning on anything yet.
So you just making sure I've got my notes right here. Yep. Okay, cool.
His name is what now?
His kid's name is Craig.
His name is Craig. As far as I know, his name is Craig's dad.
I turned to Lady Gwenlian. Are we talking like a child here,
No.
or like an adult kid, or a
Adult
teenager?
kid.
Okay.
But, the last time my guess is 20 something. Early 20s.
There's a larva, right?
You don't know that?
Tell us that.
He's from a gathering.
Like of juggalos? Niels says.
Maybe I don't know private life. Could
Niels is like You don't... Oh, so you don't hunt kids. He's just young, so you refer to him as a kid.
Yeah, because I'm, everyone's young class. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's like 20 something. He looks like he's community college.
So, shortly after the backhand, there's a lot of groaning and grunting as the agent sort of rolls and comes to, and he goes, oh, fuck.
Oh, good morning. Is that the mouth you kissed your mother with?
Your foot, right?
What?
And then I throw the knife over to him. And I was like, keep poking.
Joe catch the knife. Joe will pocket the knife. You will look and see very sternly for having the knife.
The guy sits there stone-faced, wincing.
I pull my camera out and take a couple of just really good shots of his face.
Ennis, you're going to ask him some questions.
Could you remind me his name? I know it's on his ID that we read, but I found everything but his name.
Right back.
Clearly.
Mr.
That may be the most intimidating way to start an interrogation.
Hello, Greg's dad.
Greg's father.
I got that he's
Sire of Greg.
light. I've got everything about his actual name.
I have it written down I don't remember where I have it written down, so I'm like scrolling through my notes to try and find it as well.
Rename it.
I do that a lot, and I'm really trying not to.
His name is Bob now.
My brain is saying something along the lines of Cunningham, but I know that's not what I was heard.
Yeah, maybe he's Craig Senior.
Craig Senior. Craig Cunningham.
Good alliterative name, that.
Anyway.
Craig's dad.
Carl. His name was Carl.
Oh, sick.
Carl have a last name?
Carl Timms.
Timms! Good morning, Mr. Timms. Did you have a nice sleep?
He sort of like considers things and then spits a tooth across the concrete.
Can I catch it?
He wasn't aiming at any of you, but if you want to like do a rouse check to activate celerity, if you have that, like maybe.
Buddy, it's worth it. No, fine, never mind.
Well, that's charming.
I'll walk over and pick it up.
You're pretty sure he saw you do it, but doesn't seem to make any. He doesn't seem to make any note of it.
That's fine. I'll walk it over and give it to the spice. Yes, I will walk it over to Anise and be like, you can give this to Craig later.
Oh, thank you. You can start him a necklace if Mr. Timms doesn't start something.
Let me see here. If anyone cares, you can make a wits plus subterfuge or wits plus subterfuge.
That's
So no or?
No or.
Or.
Alright.
Oh.
Ah.
Okay, so it's been a smidgen. I have 2 10s. What do I do with them? I reroll them?
No, that's a critical success. That
It's
means
just 2 crit successes. Great.
that counts as 4 successes.
Sick.
Were any of them red die?
Nope.
Sick. Very nice.
I have 1 success and 1 crit fail, but it's not on the blood die.
So that zeroes out.
Yeah.
Joe, you notice, just like an eye flicker and a tensing of jaw muscles at the mention of Craig.
Yeah, he knows Greg.
Of course, he knows.
Well, you can pretend that you know it. You
Not
can
every
pretend
mother knows their child.
As one true, actually.
He seems fond of Greg, if I were to interpret his facial movements.
Lovely. Agnes pulls out one of her own knives and presses it to the ball of his throat and says, "Well, Mr. Timms, what are you doing here?"
He seems to. Let me just double check something here real quick.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Is that what you were over there just like slowly trying not to lose about?
I'm not gonna hold this.
Mr. Timms actually sort of like holds his neck farther up for the knife, as if challenging you to push it in. And you
To
hear.
remind you. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. What you're saying.
Niels sort of like coughs and leans in. He's like, have y'all never done this before?
No, I just like to play with them first.
Here. And he like pinches the back of the knife to sort of pull it away. And he grabs Tim's by the face and he looks in his face and he goes, "You are going to tell us what you were doing here tonight."
Oh, traditional method.
He like looks back at all of you like,
I was gonna get there. I was just letting everybody play with their food.
You have nothing but time to do that.
you know, some of us have open mics to get to, some of us have all the time in the world. Okay. Please, continue. And he like gestures down, and the guy goes, "I was here doing surveillance after the last operation to see if anyone came back."
Alright, someone came back. Now what?
Translate.
Niels grabs him again, and he sort of like cracks his neck a little. He goes, "What are you supposed to do now that someone came back? Report what I found if I make it back?"
Report to who?
I don't make it back alive.
Lotty?
He grabs him again. He goes, "What are the names of the people you're supposed to report to when you get back?" And he like smiles and shakes his head at the rest of you like, "Ha ha ha, I got one." And Tim's.
I have safeguards against this type of thing.
Thames goes, "I report and would file the report directly to Agent Gomez. That's all I know him by as per our protocols."
Now, Niels, says file a report. Would you be so kind as to ask him how a report gets filed? Is it a electronic report? Is it a paper report? If Where does it get dropped off to? Is it a PO box? If it's electronic, it's your email address. Is there a form? Off one.
How do you report? Right. Just making sure I've got some other stuff correct because I want to make sure I'm getting this right. Okay. So Niels looks a little put out and he goes, what other questions do we want to ask so I can like maybe compound it all, as this is tiring me out a little.
Who else was supposed to come with you or was here or is here?
Or were you here the night everything happened?
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, I'm just curious about the actual the reporting angle.
Okay.
And he can report back.
Oh yeah. No, that's the end. That's bookend. Yeah. No, absolutely. Okay.
If I know how he reports, we can track it and see.
Cool. All right.
Well, we can just tell him to contact us afterwards.
Or can't you wipe his memory or something?
I mean, yeah, that was the bookend. Yes. Just.
Go ahead, Neil.
All right. All right. And he grabs Thames by the face again, and he goes, "Tell us how you file a report, how the report is delivered, and was anyone else supposed to be here tonight, or were you here the night of the operation?" And the guy goes, "We do a verbal report to our direct supervisor, and then we type out a debrief that's stored in the database, and then no, I wasn't here the night of the op. This was supposed to be just an observational, but now it's an active situation, so yeah."
Hey Niels, next time could you just command him to answer all of our questions for 5 minutes or something?
No, that's not how that works.
Alright.
Yes, it would have been easier. I agree. We good? We good? Can I wind the tape back now?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Cool.
Should we all disappear so that when he gets his memory again, we're not still in it, or how does that work?
Oh yeah, no, that's good. And he looks over at Gwenlian and he goes, "Tape is a thing they used to use before CDs. I don't know if you. Anyway."
Well, I guess we can put him back in the truck, but he's gonna have to explain how it got beat up.
Well, if he got into an accident, it might explain how he is now.
Let's push it into a tree.
I mean, it's up against that building right there pretty good, so
Kind of ran into a wall.
But that would have been fun, honestly.
Oh, Z, are your friends still out front?
Yes.
Have you eaten either of them?
Sipped off one.
I sampled.
You mind if I tap on the other one?
Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Do we all want to leave before I do the thing, or should we just go ahead and?
I walk out the door.
Those were plainclothes people, right?
And are you gonna put him back in the truck, or should I put him back in the truck?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a hand. I'm a little.
You're a little dainty.
Yeah.
Annis picks him up.
Joe will just disappear.
Niels.
He'll stay there. He's just, to be clear, he's just obfuscating himself.
Niels follows sort of the pack or whoever walks outside, and he comes over and he goes over to the other guy who's not in the car, and he's like, hey man, can I talk to you real quick? And he's, yeah, sure. And he just sort of like jukes on him and then gets his face in his neck. And the guy's sort of like, oh. And then he like leans him against the car afterward and he goes, you two don't look so good. Maybe it was a gas leak. You guys should like go warn someone about the gas leak. And he's like, you're right. Smart. We should get out of here. And he's like, yes. And so Derek and Jay take off, driving down the road in an impaired state. Hilarious.
Don't you get the key from them for the handcuffs?
Nope.
You don't need handcuff keys.
Well, if we're trying to set it up like he got into a car accident, it might be difficult to explain why his hands are cuffed.
I mean, I can kind of try to.
We can cut off his hands, and it's just a horrific accident.
Or I could probably. I'm pretty strong. I could probably do that. We'll go with that. Alright.
Does anyone know how to pickle?
I want to see Lady Gwenlian pull him off. Let's try that.
Compared to the horrific accident.
Lady Gwenlian, that's a potence, right? Got that flex? You have potence? Or are you just going to try and boost your blood pool by rousing the blood?
Yeah, I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Alright, make that rouse check.
Alright.
Let's get hungry.
Okay. Oh gosh, guys, it's been like months since we played. Oh no, what am I rolling? What am I doing? Who am I?
Don't worry, none of us know. Not even the GM. Okay, let me see here.
How do I rouse?
You roll a thing.
You roll one die, a success is 6 or higher.
Yes.
Oh,
And one is bad.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh wait, round for level 1. Oh, that's a different thing.
I get 10.
Oh, sweet. So you sort of like you like watch this, Niels, and you like crack your neck and just slide your fingers into the handcuffs and just like pop them open like they're wet cardboard. And you're like, so strong, much strength,
Told you I was strong.
Well done.
redemption after all of that falling.
Still slightly better. But it'd be a good, you know, y'all need more things that you have. Break in.
Frank's necklace would look much better with two hands and
That's true. But I think we're gonna leave them.
I already Victorian of his.
So is Joe's car outside?
We parked it a little ways away, but yeah, we walked, remember, the last couple of blocks.
Oh yeah, I pulled up. I drove. So okay. I'll go get my car.
I can't.
It was thinking Gwen, yeah. Annis, sorry.
Who's that? Tara. Gotcha.
He's a character.
So Z sort of looks around. He's like, so I guess we Scooby-Dooed this place pretty hard. We can take off now. We don't need to hang out any longer.
Well,
We need to report to somebody.
did we figure out what we needed to do?
Yeah, so
We were supposed
we're
to.
hanging now.
Yeah.
And hell. Carlos.
Yeah, we just need to tell Carlos and Angel what's going on, right?
We need to go report to Ichigo.
No, he's gonna go report to Ichigo. Anna puts him in, buckle his seatbelt, takes the butterfly bandage she put on his forehead off, kind of like bump his head back with the steering wheel. Alright, does it look like an accident?
Niels just giggles. Yes, it does, but not an auto one.
Well, there's not much I can do about that. So, I guess. Cool.
Yeah, guess we go. Don't see anything else.
You guys typically report to court, but the people who Conectadas a Carlos and Manuel. But
So-
you talk away.
So Joe's standing in the foot. If they look at that, how do you explain the staff?
Well, I ripped the door off so I can wedge the foot into the ripped part of the door.
Yes.
Yes. Perfectly 600.
It wasn't that kind of a stab.
It was lovely. It was just like a little, just so
step?
you're aware. It was a love step.
I mean, we could like set up like there's probably some shattered glass right in the car impact. We could like put one down by the foot, so it's like glass stab the foot.
That's not.
Yeah, glass stab the
This
foot.
is not how car accidents work.
It's how this car.
It's absolutely not.
Anyone who
I was gonna
wishes, make a wits plus awareness roll.
Awareness. Oh. Those are not a single success.
I got one success.
Ooh, I got one.
2.
That's 1, 2, 3 for Ennis.
Cool. So, no, it doesn't take much. Oh, I think I see one more person rolling. No? You good? Okay. Yeah, Z, you realize that there's one additional person in the vicinity, and you sort of wheel around, or you sort of extend your awareness to it as the others hear the giggle. And they're sort of a snicker. And you all sort of notice a little ways away in the like court, there is an individual, dark skin, bald head, high cheekbones. You're like, this person is a model of some sort. Very likely, they're really. They got like a shabby chic thing going, and they're just standing there sort of with their arms crossed, and they're like, do you guys want some help?
Who are you?
Jamie.
Okay.
Does he look like
You're not sure.
Hey.
Yeah, you're not sure if it's an it or a they.
I'm going to use my sense the beast
Uh-huh.
to attempt to figure out this person's motive.
So I'll also, we're all outside, right?
Yeah.
At this point, I'm still invisible, unseen passage. So I need to roll a rouse check real quick for sure.
Right.
That's another 3 success on sense the beast.
All right. How many?
3.
3? You're like, see here. Yeah, you're like, probably vampire, almost, very sure supernatural. You're not sure if they're hostile or not. But the posture, maybe, no.
We've already got 14 hands in it. I think it's just best we leave it and open it.
Okay. All right.
I
Well,
asked Jimmy if he wants to go to a bar.
and they're like, a bar where?
Oakland.
Yeah, Oakland.
Annis is gonna back away and be like, Joel, let's go.
yeah.
I'd like to be.
Alright.
Oh, okay, cool. What was your name? They point over at Z.
Nicely.
Cool, Z. Are we? You got wheels, or should we grab some?
Ah, right here.
Can I don't
Oh, pick you up.
I don't point and shoot, but can I kind of like hold my camera in their general direction and see if they react?
Are you trying? So you're not trying to be subtle about it. You're
I'm
just.
not actively taking a picture, but I'm just kind of like holding up my camera in front of me in their general direction, just
And
to
you're-
see if they move or not.
And you're not trying to be subtle about it. You're just. Okay. She looks over, or they kind of twitch their head at it a bit, and don't really say anything. As Z's like, "Yeah, I'll come pick you up."
Okay, I get my car and pull it over and pick him up.
You mean you get Joe's car?
No, my car. I'm the one who drove.
No.
Oh.
I pulled up right next to the people. Everybody else, like, stopped way back there. I'm parked next to, like, Ray or Jay and
Right.
Ramsey.
Right. They took off. Yeah.
If they don't do anything to stop me, I'm gonna take a picture.
You actually get you get flashed a smile as the shutter click kicks in, and pearly whites. They just bounce against the onyx skin. They're very photogenic.
So, Ennis and Invisible Joe are walking towards my car.
So
Very
Z,
confident in his invisibility.
I mean, I don't know who can see me, but I am obfuscating my presence. I don't know what that means for all around me.
Anna can't see him, so she's just gonna walk to his car and assume he's gonna be there too.
But you heard me say, okay.
When I pick up Jaime, once they get in the car, I say, "Have you ever seen Mystery Men?"
and they go, nah, I don't. I'm not super into big movies. Or I'm not super big into movies.
I was like, "It's too bad. We have one of the people who thinks he's in this. It's great."
I know a few of those. So where's his bar?
I take him to my aunt, her, they.
You take him up to bother Clarence.
Yep.
While you guys are driving, so I'm gonna have to like sidebar this a little bit. While you guys are driving, Jamie's like, "So you guys working for any of the? Are you guys just up there by chance, or were you looking for something?"
We can talk about it when we get there.
Is it a normal length drive? Is there a normal length drive, or are you just speeding the hell up the highway?
I'm just motoring down the highway. I'm going at however traffic will let it happen. I mean, like, from where I am, I have to go down 880, so.
Who knows? There's no super preternatural ability to reduce traffic.
All right. So, meanwhile, Lottie, Teddy, Lady G, Niels, and Charlie, y'all are kind of left there.
Before leaving, Charlie looks around and goes, "Didn't we just say we're supposed to go report to somebody?"
Niels is like,
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm supposed to go report.
yeah.
Not doing that now? Is that not what's happening?
I guess we are reporting.
We don't need.
Great.
Yeah,
I mean,
extra brownie points for us.
Anna's has to go report. She doesn't want to be around these people. Also, in hindsight, Joe, we might not should have left that person with.
I'm fully confident in Jamie's ability to subdue Z should we need to.
That wasn't my issue, but alright.
Oh. Well, I'm sure Z is perfectly capable as well.
So as soon as the remainder decide no, it's time to go, I guess the ladies from San Jose get back in the truck with Teddy, and then Niels is like, okay, and then he like pats the agent on the face a little more to get him coherent again, and goes, "That was a terrible accident, and you don't remember." The Jedi hand trick thing really helped. "And you don't remember what happened the last half an hour. It was a real bad accident. Ooh." You don't have to do the ooh. If you ever have to do this, you don't have to do the ooh.
Hannes, did you know that guy? The Jamie guy?
No, but I didn't know of them.
Ah. No.
They're not quite like us. I couldn't tell if they were hostile, and to be honest, it's easier to just decide they're hostile if you have to.
Prudent.
So it sounds like the rest of you head back down to Santa Clara to try and report back to Angel and Carlos.
Yep.
Z, you and Jamie get up to the bar.
Okay.
Or I think, right?
Yep.
You take them on into the bar?
Yes.
This is a special bar. Can you describe this bar?
It's a good old-fashioned dive bar. The floor is sticky, the lights are dim, there are empty glasses all over on tables. The bouncer out front sort of like as people walk up instead of checking everyone's ID.
Is it like butter? Are there like bras hanging from the ceiling like in San Francisco?
No.
Like from the fixtures?
No,
Okay,
you
so
don't.
It's not that divey.
Yeah, no, the ceiling is obscured by the dark, probably because it's gross and sort of tattered. No one wants to look up or down, really. You just want to keep a sort of downward level eye cast at your drink. But it is busy, you know. It's always got enough bodies.
Okay, so once we get there, we find a place or make a place for us to sit.
And Jamie's like, nice bar. I'm not super hungry right now though. But so are you affiliated with anyone in the area?
I don't.
Oh, good. I know people too. Good. Okay, you don't happen to know anyone who's in charge of the places south of here, do you?
I've heard rumblings.
Cool.
It's kind of what we're looking for. So, what were you?
I was trying to see if I could find any trophies, to be honest.
As
Well, I heard some fuzzy boys were out there and wanted to see if I could find any parts.
yes, I understand. Only a little blood that I found.
Ah, like, and only a little blood, not like a good amount of blood?
Remnants on the sidewalk, tries to scrape them.
Alright.
So, who are you affiliated with?
Oh, I'm affiliated with here, man. Like, I'm in with this crew.
So the people that I know from Poland, informational here, do they know who this person is?
You've not met this person directly. You don't know if 8-Ball knows them or not. But you do also know that the Sabbat claims a good chunk of Oakland. So they might also mean them. Do you wanna wits plus subterfuge to see if you can, or insight? My bad. We could have done insight.
Yes.
Okay.
Insight. 3 successes, 110.
All right. You sort of like try and like zone in on where they're implying, and you're like, no, you're not sure. They, you know, Sabat are not this subtle. They'd probably be like, they probably have someone cracked over a table by this point. So, I don't know. You're not sure though.
Okay. I'll basically let him know that I came here because I was going to go talk to somebody in the area here anyway. And I'll mention cue ball and see if they go anywhere from there or see anything. Because this isn't where I was supposed to go.
It's your respawn point.
Yeah, a little bit. When you mention cue ball, they sort of chuckle, and they're like, "You mean A ball? Are you supposed to see them? Are you supposed to see him tonight, or someone else?"
Yeah, that's one of the people I was going to see.
All right.
But, yes. And I like, this person?
I'm like, well, we've never met directly, but I know that they're the Baron of the area. I don't like such titles. I think you're either in control of the place or you're not. Like, there's the prince across the bridge, or what? It's silly, honestly. So if you're interested in alternatives, let me know. We can talk to my people.
Interesting. It's like,
they pull out a little. They pull out a business card that looks like it was torn off of like a printer sheet, and it has a local number on it. And they're like, if you want to talk some more, call that number. Tell them Jamie wants to talk to you. Give them a place or a number, whatever, and we'll have another chat.
Great. Do you need red anyway?
Nah, I'm gonna go catch a bite.
Enjoy yourself.
Stay weird, Z.
Wear your mask.
So,
All right. And now I'm on my way back to the actual drop-off point.
So meanwhile, back at Valco, isn't it? I love it. So good. You guys roll up to the what was once a mall, and sort of wander in, and it's dark, and there's no one there. It's just like the harsh glare of the fluorescence with nobody in that building because it's like 2 a.m. And if you guys sort of like wend around to try and find the room where you guys were meeting before, you find it, but it's empty. There's just the table and the chairs. Yeah, there wasn't really an agreement upon meeting again that night, just to get back to them with info.
Do any of us have a phone number?
Like in general.
No.
Can you tell me? Do you have a phone number?
I don't.
I don't believe we had a contact for Angel or Carlos,
No.
other than meeting with Peter. But now that we're all here in one place without a strange person watching us, why don't we comprise all of our information together?
Speaking of which, Z shows up.
Well, so much for that.
He has information to add, but you didn't bring that person with you, did you, see?
Drove really fast.
Which person?
Jamie.
Oh, no. They're, yeah.
Lovely. Anyway, Charlie, I know you got some pictures, and the rest of your magic lot got tastings of things. And I've got plenty of shorthand. Does anyone else have anything else to praise?
Jamie's looking for trophies.
I bet they were.
Do you know what he means by that? Body, blood, gadgets,
Furries.
furries.
And
Right.
the mean kind, yes.
The lupine.
Is Jamie one of us?
Yeah, more or less.
Was it more or is he less?
More, but belief system is.
There are belief systems now?
Yeah.
I turned it real. You didn't tell me there were belief systems.
Niels is like, yo, we're as diverse as the herd. Like, I can't give you the whole thing all in one shot, dude. There's a lot. There's a lot. So it sounds like Jamie may be an actual anarch, or maybe because they do exist out here. Like, I kind of feel like I am mostly one. I just what?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so like, you know, it's not that weird to have kindred who are not like, I'm gonna kiss the butt of whatever Duke Baron what's the fuck. So, you know, like maybe that's what they were, you know. Like, there's a chance they were Sabbat, but no, Sabbat are rude, mean, and ugly.
They were definitely not ugly.
Nah.
They were quite.
I have their phone number.
Nice.
Wonderful.
That's helpful.
It could be.
Can I click through my photos real fast? Do any of them look funky, particularly the ones with Jamie in them?
Nope. All of them are clean. I mean, except for the few where you shook it around a little too much, but you're like, yeah, no, I know when that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what we know is that Carl and First Light, right? So they were at the place, also scoping it out, trying to get information on the people that were coming in there. So, for that.
Was supposed to refer to Gomez.
And First Light are like
Hunters.
Victorian hunters?
Yeah.
Slayers aren't real, right?
Niels goes, yeah, that's
They're not like an E, but they are.
Van Helsing, kinda. Van Helsing MIB.
I look at I look at her and I'm like, Slayers?
There was a Buffy. Don't worry about it.
Oh, Buffy. Yeah, no, I didn't watch all of it.
They prefer hunters, and they don't always have supernatural powers.
No, often they're dumb and easy to kill.
Oh, I've seen that movie. Yes. I've seen it. Buffy.
What's his name? The older actor, Dreyfus?
Easy.
No, from the movie.
No, it's doesn't matter. This is a tangent. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anthony's short head.
Neil's
That's the show.
Neil's
Different.
yeah. Neil's name's the old man from the movie, and he's like so good.
I'll never know, but was it? It was Donald Sutherland.
Sutherland, thank you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, why were there hunters? Why were there werewolves?
Niels is like, that's fucking
I
weird.
think that's what we're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Do they hunt werewolves too, or just kindred?
I don't know.
I mean, most people that fight kindred are pretty much against anything supernatural. But there's no way to tell unless we figure out their exact organization.
And I hear rumors of
Which can be
snake
done.
eaters too.
What?
I hear rumors of snake eaters too.
Snake eaters. What? What is that?
People throw fireballs and stuff. I haven't seen it personally, but I've definitely heard people that
Oh.
hunters apparently look at these guys too.
Yeah.
Wait, like magic?
Yeah.
We're talking magic. Magic
Yeah.
is real too?
Yeah. Bro, look at yourself.
Yeah.
Kinda are.
I mean,
Yeah.
never talk from here, they'll talk your ear off and then sew it back on.
Yeah, no, honestly, I didn't think that these guys existed for real, like as organized as this suggests they are. So this is kind of it's a little scary. A little scary.
Well, it looks like there's been an award, so that's good.
So, if they are the anarchs, and they're sending it out, where were they getting their information? And who was there was affiliated with them.
Well,
Exactly.
there was a ton of us at the when it happened, so like I'm sure everyone on the Western Seaboard knows about it now. So like that part, I'm not so. I'm not too curious about that. Like the fact that we only saw the creatures we did, that actually is a little surprising. But I'm lucky, so it's okay.
Maybe we should go talk to your friend Craig. Lady Gwenlian.
Oh.
Find out what he knows about what his dad's been up to.
That's fair. I have to find out, where he lives, but I could probably find that out. Go up at his house. But we'll set like things probably comes home and all the memories come rushing back and then all the rewind is
I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah, is that memory thing permanent?
Usually,
Oh.
I mean,
Is there another instance where you might meet up with him? In whatever way it was, the child?
Class. Activities.
I mean, I could. I haven't really had the opportunity to go back to that club. It's been a while, a few years. I've mainly just been down here in the South Bay. I haven't really journeyed up.
int plus investigation for anyone who cares. As much as I like to see Lady Gwenlian be wriggled over the coals on this, I want to see if anyone remembers something that I'm pretty sure your character might remember.
10s are worth 2, right?
10s are worth 2 if they have other 10s with them.
Oh, okay. Then if it's just a 10, it's just a 10.
Yep.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
M plus what?
Investigation.
At 110.
Okay. So most of you who were there for it remember that there was also a match box or a match booklet that was found.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
I could really go for a cigarette.
In your condition?
There's a match book somewhere.
Niels is like, what's it going to do? Give him cancer?
The cloud something smoke room was what the matchbox was from.
Cloud Viper.
Yeah.
Is that the Hookoo place?
Yes.
It's a bar in Menlo Park.
Good enough to be a cigarette. Let's go to the Hookoo joint.
That's a bit of ways away. What time is it?
It
I
is.
can't get ahead.
It is 3 or 4 in the morning.
First you can get in.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point there.
Have you ever tried the like long trench coat standing on Teddy's shoulders situation?
I haven't. Do you know why? Because it's erotic.
Those kids got to Deadpool.
Did you? I didn't understand a word you just said.
Behind Lottie, Teddy holds up his hand like he knows what she's talking about.
I just like slap at his hand.
Can you go sneaky like he does?
Can you?
What do you mean? So sneaky like he does.
Well, Joe kind of like almost went invisible for a bit. Can you do that?
Are you double jointed?
No.
Cameo.
Why?
I was just gonna step into a suitcase, but
Well, I mean, I'm very small.
When you mentioned stuffing,
Suitcase.
when you mentioned stuffing her into a suitcase, you get like a neck pop, which you weren't 100% sure was possible from Teddy. But as soon as she starts entertaining the idea, he shrinks back a little bit, like, my bad.
Well, we don't necessarily need Lottie in there, right? Maybe we can have her head outside as a lookout or something, right?
Or how good you are attacking people who try to run away.
or she can run in looking for her
Depends how
dear little
motivated
brother
I am.
Joe.
Yeah. Or that.
What if we promise to give you a big piece of candy?
How old do you think I am?
Honestly, I know very old.
Lottie, how does Teddy refer to you?
Ma'am.
How would he how would he use in the third person? Would he refer to you as Miss Sunshine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It would be Miss Sunshine.
Okay. So yes. No, he wouldn't speak up, but yeah.
Yeah. He feels appropriate.
No, I'm trying to be true to the character. No. You get the sense that if Lottie wants to go somewhere, Teddy makes sure she can get in. So that shouldn't be a problem. In an alternate universe where Teddy talks more, it's if Miss Sunshine wishes to go somewhere, she can go.
So you have Silent Ted? Wow. This is amazing.
What was the context in which we found the matchbook? Was that near where the werewolf blood was, or was it with Mr. Thames?
It was up on the catwalk near where the werewolf blood was.
Okay. So that might take us to the werewolves, but probably not to the first light folks.
More like
If they're working together.
Oh, we get a good evil way.
Make another roll. Let's go with int or wits plus insight or occult.
Int or wits?
Yes.
What's the site?
I'm looking for anything above 2.
I crit failed on a blood die.
Nice.
I got 3 also.
Charlie, you are...
And 2 successes, but I crit failed on a blood die.
Oh,
Okay, so that... Yeah. So, Charlie, you're hungry. You're tired. The sun's going to come up soon. You don't know how long it's going to take this lunatic that you hang out with to get you back to your place. And now we're going to chase down werewolves and wizards exist. You're the wrong end of a D&D campaign right now. This is fucking stupid. Who got... Or did anyone else botch?
I thought, well, not a crit fail, I just got a 1 success.
Okay. So with the 1, you got, with the 1 or the 2, you guys are like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Anything above a 2, you're like, wait, if there were werewolves romping around up there, they probably weren't in their, good clothes, dropping stuff out of their pockets. It was probably dropped by a vampire or a mortal in that space, not a werewolf.
It was the people who were setting up the campfire.
Do we know when these people that we're supposed to be reporting to are coming back? Isn't that the whole point?
Maybe tomorrow.
That's why we need to get around here like assholes.
We can leave them a message on how to contact at least one of us, I suppose.
Now's not the sunshine.
Miss Sunshine could say what she likes.
I hold up my hand to him for a high five.
Smack.
I know they actually do know how to contact me. They've done so before. But, yeah, nope.
I look over to Jordash and notice that she looks peckish, and I offer my wrist, and I was like, right here.
Niels goes, that's a bad idea.
Tenu?
To you.
And that's when Niels tells you it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't know where any of that's been, so nothing.
That's not why it's a bad idea, but that's good.
Wait, why is it a bad idea?
I'll tell you in the car.
Okay.
Annis flips through her notebook and writes her phone number on a few pieces of paper and hands them to everybody else and says, if you could send more pieces of information to me, I'll put it together to give to Unknown.
Can we just start a group chat or something?
There you go.
Give people
But you all have to have the number.
Niels has his phone out ready. Group chat.
I asked if everyone here knows about Telegram and encrypted messaging services.
Lottie,
I have WhatsApp.
Lottie, you
Morse code?
feel Teddy actually lean over you just a little bit, like he is interested in this information.
Okay. Well, maybe we do this. I will take them through the process of downloading Telegram and imparting an encrypted group message.
I mean, Snapchat deletes messages, right? Isn't that...
No.
Snapchat, yeah.
No. Don't want that. I will help whoever needs the physical help to do this. Otherwise, I'll just give instructions on how to set it up. You can add a specific person, and then that will be in the group message. You can call them out if you have something specific for them, but then everyone can see the context. It's really cool.
Ooh, excellent. So everyone go ahead. Oh, well, okay. First, I would like Joe to make a int plus tech roll.
Me?
Yes. You're going to be our foundation. And then everyone else who needs help from Joe will make a wits plus technology roll.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so you got 0.
I got a 1. I got a 7. I got a 7. I got a 10. I got a 10. I got a 10. And I got a 10 on the blood die. 1 failure. 2 plus 4, 6 successes plus 1 critical. Or 1, and 1 is critical.
All right.
Knowledge E.
So, Joe, you bang it out. Everyone else, go ahead and make that roll real quick. But
I'd already rolled.
Lottie,
Do I roll if I have my man handle all things for me?
no, I actually rolled for Teddy, so you're good.
Okay.
What was the roll?
Wits plus tech.
So technically, Annis would know this because of what she does and did. Do I have to roll?
No.
Okay.
Joe's successes helped elevate enough that it's cool. So Joe,
Conversation with Annis was probably like, oh, you use Telegram, not Signal? Like, alright, fine, whatever.
right? Yeah. So Joe, yeah, as you're sort of setting it up, you're like, man, this whole Vampire Society thing is a breeze. I could probably be like the count of these other vampires. Yeah. Wait, that's dumb. No, never mind. Like, something in you just sort of like feels haughty and superior. It's real nice. So yes, Charlie and Lady Gwenlian, flying colors, boom, boom, boom. Z, you accidentally turn off the phone once or twice. Couple screenshots accidentally, but with Joe's help, you managed to get it all set up, and you're like, sick, nice.
Halfway through, I realized that you're using a flip phone.
Pulls out a calculator at one point.
You can make this one play Mario.
Game Boy.
This one's got a snake.
Oh, Joe, Niels keeps asking about how to keep his IP safe, and you're like, no, this is not what this is about. No, stop it.
Yeah, that's not what we're talking about. But you can also.
And I tell him, DMCA.
And he's like, what does this have to do with the 80s rap group? I don't...
Oh my god. Well, turn to Niels, I'm like, that's not what the app does, but you can get a VPN. NordVPN's pretty great. Give it a Google.
Just fishing for sponsors.
I just know who sponsors like-minded things.
Right? It's almost like we have certain interests due to work. Anyway.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Right? Not yet sponsored. Let us know. Anyway, so yeah, so after...
Next 36 hours, there's a special on NordVPN.
Use code YEV everywhere.
YevPeas everywhere. There we go. So that takes a minute to get everyone geared up, and then you're all like, okay, time to go. Time to go. We're definitely not sleeping here for the day. We gonna get out. So everyone sort of disperses, and yes, as discussed, Charlie, Niels is like, okay, so there's this thing called a blood bond, and if you drink too much of another vampire, you get one. Supposedly some vampires don't get it. He doesn't use the word vampire. I'm paraphrasing. And he's like, but yeah, even one makes you like, I really like them. It's cool. And it's not really you because you got it in your system then. It's like drugs, because it's all a metaphor for something, although it's real. Anyway. So he gives you...
Chase Z Dragon, dude.
Yeah, right? Boo. So...
That made me so angry.
So...
Yeah. No drinking from other vampires. Kindred, whatever.
So Charlie may or may not know about as much as Caitlin does about how a blood bond works in game.
Yep. Caitlin actually probably knows more than Charlie.
Probably, yes. But so at least she has a concept of it now.
Yeah.
It actually is pretty early when he drops you off and he's like, do you mind if I sleep in your tub?
Again?
Well, it was like the one time. So this will be two. I really don't want to make the race across the bay again.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Don't break my ship.
No. And if I do, I replace it.
Alright.
Why do you keep your camera stuff in the bathroom?
I don't.
Then it
I'm
should
not
be
gonna
fine.
lock you in there.
That's good. That's fine.
You want me to lock you in there? I mean, I can.
No, only if I ask explicitly.
You mean your bathroom isn't a dark room?
Hello.
Room to dark room.
What the closet is for.
I shoot digital. I don't need a dark room.
That hurt Paris.
Oh no.
Anyway,
So Teddy drives back the the ladies back over to San Jose. Lottie, is Teddy allowed to actually stop to let Lady G out this time, or does she have to duck and roll out on Market Street?
Slow down.
So duck and roll out there in front of the poop statue? All right.
Oh, well, Lottie, once again, you remain the worst. Thank you, side.
Say hi to the Mexican Heritage Pavilion for me.
Alright. I just kind of do leak out. Try to look a little cool. Not a cool activity, but I try. I try to look cool all the same.
Lady Gwenlian,
Bye.
roll that Dex plus Athletics.
Actually, good at this. I'm not good at rolling, though. 3 successes, but 2 crit fails. Ooh.
Were any of those failures red?
No, my red was actually 10.
Okay. So you feel that Teddy fucking nailed it. He slowed down just enough. You could just step out. You could just open the door and step out. But in your attempt to talk shit at Lottie, you snag your sword in the door frame and just get fucking dragged for a couple of yards until you can wiggle the scabbard out. And Teddy starts pumping the brakes to try and let you wiggle loose, but it's actually making it worse. And finally, you feel the sweet release of the scabbard as it clatters to the ground and gets rolled over. Thankfully, there's a legit sword under it, so it doesn't. But your scabbard's fucked. You're gonna have to get another one. It's angry. It's no bueno, and you've got a gnarly road rash.
That's about how this night has gone. I sound like
no one noticed you because that's normal.
Especially if it's con season,
Yeah.
I mean-
some weirdo with a sword is passed out from the Mexican Heritage Pavilion again.
I mean, the amount of people I've seen just in the road in Santa Clara, San Jose, yeah, not nonplussed.
cosplayers are too much.
There's a lot of unfortunate individuals out there downtown, so it might not even been a cosplayer.
Well, Sasuke does get arrested every year at anime.
It's a tradition. Yeah, so
Did you expect anything else? He's a jerk.
Fair.
He's just getting his character.
thanks for turning into Weeb Talk. Next we're going to talk about... Anyway, Anis, I'm guessing you are finding a nice secluded maintenance locker?
I'm pretty familiar with this area as I spent a lot of time here, so Joe, if you'd rather just go straight to your haven, I'll find a place. Don't worry about taking you back. Joe.
He's ears off. Okay.
Bye!
Z, are you gonna race the sun up the East Bay, or are you gonna try and find a place to hunker down?
I will. Let me check something here.
Okay.
I am going to put it down.
All right. Go ahead and make me a wits plus. Actually, so Annis can make this as well. A wits. Well, actually, Annis would be intelligence plus streetwise, but Z, yours is wits plus streetwise.
Can mine be survival since I have anything in shelter?
Okay, fine. I was going to make your necessary successes lower to accommodate, but that works too. The rest of you who... 3 for Z. Yeah, you managed to find a nice cozy nook in like the maintenance tunnels under Valco, and you're like, oh, hell yeah. Yeah. Annis, that abandoned building with one of 5 basements in the entire Bay Area is still there, so you're good. And yeah, the rest of you who, and so that makes all of you. So good job, you survived another night in the Silicon Valley, and you sleep away the day. Ah, how lovely! And then darkness falls once more. You awaken. I apologize. Make a rouse check. You roll 1 die, and if you do not succeed on that roll, your hunger goes up by 1.
I'm hungry.
Cool. You will now roll however many hunger you have in red dice to all of your rolls, replacing the other dice. That is how that works, so that there's a higher chance it's bad for you. Ha 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 ha.
Can I start the day by having a blood pack for my friend?
Yes. If you have a way to feed and supplement, absolutely. Caprice on that bad boy. Does anyone else wish to feed first thing that evening? Yeah, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go by the bar and grab somebody.
Z walks out of your bathroom wearing nothing but a towel, and he's like, "Oh,
What?
Feels.
I was like, how did you get here?
sorry."
Get out of my house!
Z and Niels walk out only wearing bath towels. Now it's even better. No. Just. Oh my. Wait, stop that. You keep making slash fic in our games, yo.
I don't know. Say.
I have a problem.
What? But not in my bathroom.
I have a problem that's not a problem. I love it. It's the best ever.
It's a sacred place.
There's no judgment in Charlie's bathroom. Yes, quite a lot, especially from Charlie. So Niels comes out wearing just a towel. He's like, "Oh, sweet, I'm starving."
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna go by the bar and, do the thing.
He sort of follows you with just a towel. He goes,
Pants.
Pants. And he like skulks back to the bathroom. Comes back out wearing just pants.
Shirt.
And he holds up the shirt. He's like, "I was testing you." Okay. And like crawls into it as you guys walk out.
It's too early in the evening for Anna's to feed, so if she does, it's gonna have to be later.
Does anyone else need to feed this evening?
Yeah, I feel like maybe Gwenlian here is gonna have to go eat.
Oh yeah, are you gonna fix that road rash?
Yeah.
All right, make another rouse check.
Alright. Hey.
Nice.
So yeah, success. Hey.
You pump that blood through your system, and now there's like a little sand pile of asphalt gravel where you were standing. It's cute. Yeah. So I'm guessing you head out into the night to stalk somebody.
Yeah, it looks fabulous. I'll try to be very charming, but they're actually.
So, those of you who need to are able to catch a bite, and can go ahead and knock off up to 2 hunger, up to the 1 remaining hunger, unless you take someone's life.
I do not. I'm gonna leave them alive.
All right.
Now.
It does taste like melancholy and rainbows. Just saying. All right.
So when I cut out of my hibernation spot, where am I in Tardy?
Yeah, actually, it's there's a bit of foot traffic going on in the Valco shopping center. People are going to the movies, and people are getting boba and ice cream. It's pretty great.
Oh, sweet. Are there any stray children?
Yes.
Around 9, 10. I go talk to one, and I look at him, and I hand him Yev's knife with the fish cutter on it, and say, "Go poke your mother really hard in the thigh."
All right. So the child goes running off through the hall, and you hear a, "What you got there, honey?" "A knife." "No!"
No, why did you have a knife?
What happened?
Memes. So.
Okay. I got my day started off right. So, yeah, I'm going to see if there's any in the room where Jorge and those guys were.
No, it is still.
Like, Jorge and April.
It is still disturbingly empty.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you might, or well, let me.
I'm gonna hover, and I'm gonna check TikTok and telephone to see if there's any funny videos.
Oh, actually, Z, make me a wits plus investigation. Meanwhile, at the at what was it O'Brien's, I think was the name of our terrible fake bar, our fake pub. I love it. Okay. Neil's phone keeps blowing up, and like it's really ruining his game. And like he comes over to you near the bar after you've had a nice chat with someone, and he opens it up and he goes, "God damn it!" And he looks and he goes, "Oh, okay." And he looks over at you, Charlie, and he goes, my thing won't open. Hold on, sorry. He looks over at you, he goes, you remember my weird friend Mike?
The one that helps me out with the thing?
Yeah. Who also helps me out with the thing. You were gonna trade him some photos for stuff, yeah?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Yeah. He apparently, I have the note here. I wrote it down. I read it 3 times. Here we go. Yes. Apparently he needs to talk to us about our mutual acquaintances.
Which ones?
I'm not sure, but either ones, I want to get a chat with him real quick if you're good.
Yeah, give me like 5 minutes?
Sure. I'm gonna grab a quick bite.
Yeah. I turn back to the person that I'm chatting up at the bar and suggest we go around back for 5 minutes.
As you do that, you see him wheel around to like the first dude at a table, and he goes, "You and I need to talk out back now." And the guy's like, "Yeah." So,
Does my person agree?
and they're like, "Yeah, my name's, I don't even have a name. My name's Hubba. How you doing?
Gerard,
You doing
I think
good?
that's what you said.
Like, you come around here often? Like he's still trying to, and
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, look, I only have a couple of minutes, but like, I really think you should come back with me for a a minute?
Oh, he just stutters the whole time.
Grab his arm and start like walking about the door.
He's trying to still spit game, but like faltering. It's horrible. It's hilarious. And he's really put off by...
Independent woman, I don't understand.
Exactly.
How do you...
He's also very confused by Niels and this other dude who are following you all of a sudden.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be super fun. Don't even worry about it.
He's like, I don't. Anyway, so the two of you finish off your little joint meal. And you guys head over to a. You guys head to a random like park over on like the border of EPA. And Mike is there, and he's like, "Have you guys talked to Angel Have you guys talked to the Angel and Carl since last night?"
No. Not since last night. Why?
Mike's like, they were supposed to talk to me tonight, and they're not answering back. They went to Santa Carla, and so I was like, okay, maybe the Greys or the Lost Boys know something, but none of them are getting back to me either. They don't know where they are.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's bad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. When was the last time you talked to them?
Last night.
Did you mean last night or the night previous?
Oh, I might mean the night previous. Last night you had not talked to them yet, right?
Correct.
Okay, my
So
bad.
When they prepared.
Gotcha. Yes. He's like 2 nights ago when we were all there at Valco. Last night I tried to get a hold of them, and yeah, nothing. I want to amend this though. Mike informs that this is very strange, as Jorge is supposed to talk to him, and he's heard nothing from Angel or the Greys. The Lost Boys still seem to be active though, so not sure if anything is super wrong. And Niels is like, yeah, I don't know, that still feels bad.
Yeah. Should I kind of like pull out my phone? Should I like tell everybody?
And Mike is like, I mean, if you think they'll be helpful, yeah, you know, maybe someone should go down there and check it out. I can't really go down there.
I will shoot a cute text. There's a cat there, and I'm distracted. I'll shoot a quick text out to everybody and just say, like, Angel and Carlos missing? Question mark. Last seen heading to Santa Carlos. Not sure what's going on. Right? Is that where you said they went?
Yep.
Santa Carlos.
So yeah, as all of you sort of go about the beginning of your evening, sort of getting ready for whatever comes next, yeah, you get the in the cool new encrypted group text, you get a ping from Charlie that with this info.
Oh, great.
And then I'll just say Niels and I heading there now. And I will grab Niels and head there.
Is this Santa Carla?
Santa Cruz.
Wait, Santa Cruz now?
So there is no Santa Cruz. It's Santa Carla because I'm that guy.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's from the Lost Boys.
So geographically, you would be going to Santa Cruz. Okay.
So you got from Joe almost immediately. You got a shrug emoji, and then when you were like, Niels and I are going down there, you got a facepalm emoji and a car emoji.
You get a winky face.
I'd be like a full back between like, alright, I'm guessing this down to Santa Carla to rescue our bosses, essentially. And then like a minute goes by and then it's like, Lotty, do you think you and Teddy can be alright?
I'll do an @Tannis and then like a sideward thumb emoji and a car emoji.
Annis responds with a yes, please. I'm still in Velcro. You're Velcro.
Yeah. And I would like full capitalization and punctuation and commas and stuff when she texts.
Does Denise hear all the conundrum of the kids studies by the lake?
I'm not
Like
in the shopping center. I'm in a like abandoned basement in the area.
Either in somewhere in Cupertino.
If she heard that, it would have been a very different outcome. She puts away all of her recording equipment and packs up her little military wandering bag and asks Joe where he needs her to meet him.
You'll just get like 20 minutes outgo at this point.
So, who exactly is missing?
Yeah, sorry, I said Carlos. I meant Jorge. Yeah.
Jorge and Anna.
Oh, okay.
So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
So, it is Jorge and not Helen.
Yes.
Okay,
They're
so
the
I
ones that
go,
go investigate.
and in the notes that I had to speak yesterday, it was Carlos.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Which is why I'm confused.
Yes.
Wait, so then who is Carlos?
Carlos is a duke who's sleeping in the woods. That's a joke from my other game. Yeah, Tony is the worst with names, so you can only trust him as far as you can throw him, which is nowhere because we're social distancing.
So if anyone heard the voiceover, the place Carlos.
It's okay.
An errata after this game.
It's okay. No one heard the voiceover.
Two people before this, like, you're the vampire world.
No one watches this show. It doesn't matter. All right, hold on. Let me triple check.
If you there,
There's a cat.
There's human beings watching it right now.
only half of them are us.
And there's a cat that just went over the screen, so that means like at least 5 more people watch this.
She's getting really close to my recording laptop. Yep. There we go. All right.
Right.
Okay. And then she stretches.
We're good at this.
Okay. So, Angel and Jorge. Yes. Shut up. Carvis from another universe heckles me.
I pitched shade coming in from behind the camera.
Yeah. This is the content people better subscribe for. So, all right. Or follow, because we're not subscribed to affiliate. Yeah, anyway, cool. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe there. Cool. Because I do upload there. Go check it out. Sometimes I edit. Meh. Anyway, so yes, the conversation has been about Angel and Jorge.
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, Carlos.
There's no Carlos that I can remember right now. I'm not going to worry about a Carlos. Do I have a Carlos? Shut up.
So, since
You have a Carl, that's not a Carlos.
since I seem to be kind of no technology score at all,
Uh-huh.
do I even understand what people are like using the hieroglyphics for?
Make a wits plus tech, or let me
I don't know, emojis is more of a slang.
or occult Yeah, no.
Hey, oh, hey,
Or Streetwise.
Streetwise, I have one in there.
Maybe Etiquette? I'd do Etiquette, yeah.
Etiquette is a thing.
Yeah, I'd go for Etiquette. Or Insight, just to suss it out.
Okay. I guess I got two.
You get the sense that people are confirming and driving to places, but the important information was that, was in plain text that Niels and Charlie were heading to Santa Carla.
They were heading to Santa Carla, but no one's seen them.
No. Jorge is missing.
Yeah, Jorge and Angel.
Going to Santa Carla,
Yes.
but no one has seen them since.
Yes.
So now everybody else is hurrying on board.
Yes.
To go to Santa Carla.
Yeah, somebody down there probably has seen them, but nobody up here has heard from them since they left.
All right.
Which was 2 nights ago?
That is now 2 nights, yes.
I need to do action that's not for these people too.
Everyone.
Wow. People. Turn off the audio.
Earmuffs.
Well, I could say all of your names, like Charmander, Tarragon, Jordash, Joe, Spooky, and the Bear.
Joe.
I like mine.
Joe, Spooky, and the Bear.
Wait, how come I'm not Charmander? That makes so much more sense.
That's why.
It's the anime girl.
So you're calling Jamie?
Yes.
All right. So you ring up that number, and it rings about 5 or 6 times, and they hear a yeah.
Hi, name. There's this instinct.
All right, hold on. And you hear like a click, but it doesn't go dead. And then you hear a, you want to meet him tonight?
Phone.
What was that?
The phone.
Uh,
On the phone.
nah, if they're going to talk, you're going to meet him.
Yeah, no, Ben. Thank you.
Click.
Yep. Click indeed. All right, I'm on my way to Santa Kill or wherever we're going.
Santa Kill.
All right.
Favorite holiday destination? Scenic boardwalk.
So, Niels is like, actually, Charlie, if you don't mind, you go ahead. I actually got to stay up here. I got some business to take care of tomorrow night, and I don't think we're going to be back in the same night.
Oh, yeah, okay. Any weird shit in Santa Cruz I should know about?
Yeah. I mean, there's werewolves. Don't go near the school. Do not go near the college.
UC Santa Cruz. Don't go near UC Santa Cruz.
Yes.
UC Santa.
Whatever.
You see Santa Kill.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
What are Greys?
oh, the Greys are the brothers. They're like joint barons. They're like me and Z, but not. So they should be fine. And then the Lost Boys are they're dumb punks. They're fine. They're funny. They're kind of funny.
Okay. So just don't go near the school. Got it.
Yeah. and don't go outside of like the town, the city, because that's deep in werewolf territory.
Got it. Cool. This will be great.
Especially since you have to drive through all of that.
Yeah.
They
I
usually
will-
can't smell you through a car going down 17. Don't worry.
Unless you break down.
I will pack my camera. And just have it in the car. Or I will have already done that. I guess it's here. And then I will head out.
Okay. So, Lottie, do you deign to have Teddy slow down enough to see if Lady G can stumble her way back into the...
I tell him to slow down. I don't tell him to stop.
All right, Lady Gwenlian, make that Dex plus Athletics check again.
Alright.
That window dive.
Here we go.
The whole time I'm snapping my fingers and saying time is money, just to help the situation.
Your breath.
Yeah. Perpetual 7-year-old.
Yeah. Four successes, 2 of those are 10, but also 1 crit fail.
So they would cancel out, but that is still enough successes. It's not graceful, it's not pretty, but it's better than last time. And you sort of like do that like 3-hop, trying to keep pace with the SUV while sort of like lunging across the like you. Yeah, I think you like almost crawl onto Teddy trying to get into the front seat because he would have kicked open the passenger door because like I don't think Lottie would have opened either of the back doors. So and there's like a weird little swerve as he tries to recorrect as you crawl in.
Alright. Non-heel boots, that's the trick. No more heel boots. We're flat today.
You get a strange from Teddy.
Okay.
Just golf clapping.
Thanks to the right.
Miss Sunshine approves. So the rest of you, I'm guessing Joe picks up Ennis from Valco.
Yeah.
Yes. While Annis is waiting, she does actually call Leon.
2 ring, 3 ring, yo.
So there's a lot of weird going on. Are you aware of all the weird happening?
Which weird? I'm guessing more weird than what happened a few nights ago.
Weird that Untitled and Jorge are missing.
No, that's really weird.
Yeah, last seen going up to Santa Carla. Not heard from since. So we're heading to Santa Carla. Also, are you aware of some very, beautiful, dark person named Jamie, lots of big white teeth, very photogenic,
Ooh,
hanging out in Oakland?
ooh. Okay, all right. Yes, no. They're Sabat. They're bad news. They're El Monstro's
Hey.
child.
Had a feeling.
Yeah.
They showed up yesterday while we were investigating the moon pie factory. And I had the sense to get out, and I know everyone else did, but one of us did not. So that's happening.
Child, I think? Sorry, I missed that.
El Monstro.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Who are we, and who actually talked to Jamie?
Alright, Jamie approached us. I said no thanks, and we backed up. He is including a small handful of people like Enflex's friend Niels and Niels is friend.
Huh.
Her name is Charlie.
Huh.
And Z is, I'm pretty sure, the crazy Octavia who's hanging out with this. Z's the one that talked to Jamie. And,
Oh. Huh.
I thought it was rather not a great idea, but
Eh,
I left.
eh.
Because you know what that. Also running around with Lolly Dolly, the little Miss Sunshine.
Ugh.
And the lady Gwenlian.
Who?
She thinks she's quite charming, but she's a little bit clumsy. Rather nice looking though.
Huh. Okay.
I think she does compliments. Anyway,
Huh.
at the moment I'm waiting for Joe
Joe?
to pick me up. He's rather interested in not being seen a lot, if you ask me. In cahoots with people who do undercover detective work, just for watching what they do.
Huh.
But he's on his way to get me so we can go to Santa Carla. Having a feeling we're not coming home tonight, so just want to check in.
No, that is. I don't know if your parents ever did this, but yeah, text me when you get there. Text me, let me check in when you get there, and then
Really kind of you, Leon, but no, but there's time.
some parents they're real. They call them helicopter parents. Anyway, yeah, just
Alright, I will let you know where I am via this channel. I don't think I'll be doing a recording tomorrow, so don't listen for it.
right. So yeah, when you get down there, y'all are gonna want to get a hold of the Greys. They're a couple brothers. They're the Barons down there. You can usually find them. So I don't remember their. So Bad Tony, can't remember their first names, but the more chill brother can usually be found at Neptune's Arcade on the boardwalk.
Of course.
But the brother who usually knows, the Gray who usually knows what's going on, can usually be found downtown at a little secondhand shop next to the theater, next to the movie theater.
That's the Teresa. Janet is
A little bit.
Alright. One of these days you're gonna have to let me know what you're getting me into before I get deep.
Well, to be fair, this time, I don't know what you're getting into at this point. So, that's why I want you to keep texting me. I'd send Enflex, but I don't think he's going to be much help on this one.
I don't believe you will either. But thank you.
All right.
Alright, we're looking out.
Bye.
Oh look, Joe.
Z, are you going to drive yourself down there as well? Cool. So I'm guessing y'all...
Window down.
Huh?
My window down.
just letting the smell flap in the breeze. I love it.
That's right.
So y'all cruise down 17. It's not the rain season yet, so you don't have to worry about washed out one-lane roads. You're good. And you guys come into the twinkling lights of Santa Carla, a vacation, a tourist paradise on the edge of the world, with a giant Ferris wheel and 100-year-old roller coaster sitting atop a classic boardwalk. The screams can be heard through the night. It's glorious. And you know what? We'll go ahead and say we'll call it a night there before we engage in Santa Carla by night. So, once again, I'd love to thank these lovely people for joining me in playing pretend vampires for an evening or whatever have you. Shout outs to people in the chat, specifically Maud, to be Doomsayer, as well as some of our unofficial sponsors, Nomad, and then thanks again. You have Peas everywhere to for helping make this thing happen. So once more, stay cool, stay dead, and we'll see you in the next episode of Silicon Valley by Night. Excuse me.
Nice.
Excuse me.